Let us welcome Louis, and he is talking about cyber-physical systems. And this is your microphone.
Thanks for coming, all of you. Before starting, I would like to make you a question, which is, how many of you know what are CPSs? Can you raise your hands up? How many of you? Let's say 75% or so. Okay, Scorpius is a CSA. It's a project dealing with the European roadmap for cyber-physical systems in manufacturing. And where our goal is to support the planning for the research and innovation in the future. So it's really a very important project. And our goal, in order to do this roadmap, was to create as well some consensus, some community building, and some awareness with the stakeholders. And one of the problems we have faced doing this is that when I do this question in the Basque Country, which is an industrial and manufacturing area, only 10% of the people in the rooms usually give me a feedback that they know what cyber-physical systems are. It's complex to agree a roadmap when most of the SMEs, most of the companies don't know what are CPSs. So it's good that you are here because probably you can give me some extra feedback, and that's what we need in order to create this roadmap. So if someone can close the door and don't let anybody escape, that will be very helpful for us. I will use this microphone much better.
Well, I thought you want to walk around.
No. Okay, so why we are doing this? Because of the market requirements, you know them, the volatile markets, individual customer requirements, etc., etc. We are not going to enter in this again, and they are forcing manufacturing changes. So it's clear. Okay, so the first thing we did was to create or to review the state of the art. What's the situation nowadays, and we review all the projects and the strategies that we knew, the CIPHERS project, action plan, the Pathfinder, the roadmap of the factories of the future, the Industry 4.0 strategy, etc., in order to understand what was CPSs. There are several definitions for cyber-physical systems that I'm not going to enter into discussion now. You can read them in our webpage, and I will come back to that later. We also meet with 21 experts. We invited lots of experts to participate in this roadmap. Some of them reject to participate. In any case, we did meetings with 21 experts in order to identify breakthroughs, obstacles, and enabling technologies. After that, we did 4 capture events, knowledge capture events, in Bosch, in Siemens, in Stuttgart, in Munich, in Milano, in Lisbon, in order to have more feedback about what we were talking about. And with all that, we established what are the breakthroughs and the obstacles and the gap analysis. Basically, the strategic breakthroughs, and you can agree on this or not, that's why I want your feedback later. The strategic breakthroughs are basically predictive maintenance here, the inclusion of customer needs and requirements in the design phase and in the production phase, and in the third stage. Different CPSs are not alone, but CPSs become systems of CPSs, and they are all integrated together. There are some enabling technologies that you already know, the machine learning in one hand, the smart sensors, the new sensors coming, and the simulation and forecasting technologies is clear. And there are some obstacles, and I will come a little bit into detail later, about the integration with the legacy systems, the standardization, and the readiness to share data along the value network. Data is my treasure, and I don't want to share it with anybody. That's quite common. Okay, we aggregate in one hand the breakthroughs, in other hand the obstacles, and we define six clusters. The first one is new data-driven services and business models. The second one is database improved products. The third one, closed loop manufacturing. That means the expansion of the company, the integration of customers and suppliers in the decision making and in the production. The fourth one is the cyberized plant, the plug and produce, the quick change of the production facilities in order to integrate new products. The fifth is the next step in production efficiency. That means the arrival of new management tools. And the sixth is the digital ergonomics, which is the integration of humans, wearables, etc. in the production knowledge. Okay. Okay, we had those clusters. We had lots of obstacles. I will come, as said before, I will come later, but it's important to distinguish between obstacles and how can I say, excuses. For depending on the type of company, depending on the product, depending on the situation in the market, for some company, a certain technology can be an obstacle. For other, can be just an excuse not to do things, and we have to clean that up a little bit. Okay, what we did is identify the obstacles, related them with the clusters, and some of the obstacles have nothing to do with CPSs. We take them out. Some others are not relevant, and finally, with the obstacles that were relevant for CPSs, we create the research priorities. These research priorities are really important for you because they are the future research. They're going to be the base for the future research. So I hope you agree with the ones that I will show you. Okay, this is again in the left-hand side. Here we have the clusters, the breakthroughs in each of the clusters, and the gaps, obstacles, or excuses that have to be faced. I'm not going into the details now. I want you to, well, apart from those gaps, there were others related with the cultural, the educational perception, overestimation of costs, laws, regulation, technology enablers, standards, certifications, and so. This is 1.5 years from the start of the project, and I have been very really fast, too fast probably. But you have all the information in the web page. The web page is here, is www.scorpisproject.eu, and here you can find the roadmap. Okay, it's exactly here in documents, and you can have a look at it. You can have all the definitions. You can have all the references and how we have arrived to the conclusions. Then the vision. We also created a vision, starting from the famous automation pyramid that you all know here in the upper part, field, PLC, SCADA, etc., etc. The CPS provoke a change. The hierarchical levels are no more hierarchical. Now you can go from the field up to the MEST without passing through the PLC, etc. So that is somehow a big change. The second idea that is important for the vision is the product factory life cycle cross. In one hand, we have the production. On the other hand, we have the product, and they mix in the production facility. This is also in the EFRA roadmap, and what we start to see is that the product and the production facility, they start mixing one with each other, and the information that we receive from the product during its life at the customer side is making us changing the designing of the product, and the designing of the product is also changing the designing of the factory. So everything starts to mix up a little bit. The third idea is the Industry 4.0 layers. You all know from the product up to the business, and from the product up to the internet, from the product to the production facility, etc., and up to the world or to the internet. Or this what is I heard it called the German lasagna, but there is also an American lasagna that is quite similar. The idea is more or less the same, different layers, and it's also important to include that in the vision. Finally, this is roughly our vision. Let's call it the draft vision, okay? And we are here to hear your comments, and if you want us to change something, it's the moment to do in the next weeks. And the idea is we maintain the cross, the production and product cost. We have the pyramid in the production side, but the pyramid is opening to the designing phase, and is opening as well to the end of the life of the product and the factory. As I said before, everything starts merging together. We now have information in the factory, not only of the factory and the production side, but also of how the product is behaving at the customer side. So we are integrating more knowledge than before. We have the layers. You can see them here in little, all the production layers, the enterprise on top, the work center, the control device, from, let's say, from field up to the top. And we also have the IoT layers from the physical product and the sensors up to the middleware and the cloud. So we have different layers. And then we presented this in a much calm way in a couple of validation events, one in Brussels on April and another one in May in Barcelona during the World Manufacturing Forum, where we had several meetings. We merged with a lot of people, and we explained them what we were thinking, and we asked them for some feedback. And this is the feedback that we got. We had some research priorities. You can find them there. And we did a ranking exercise with these companies, and this was the result. If you don't agree with this result because you don't feel that your company fits here, I recommend you to come back to us and let us know your feeling. The last one is European circular economy. So CPS is on circular economy. It's not something that the Commission should address. That's what we think from this, let's call them surveys. The most important topic is material and resource efficiency in manufacturing. That is where CPSs have something to say. You can agree or not. I mean, it's there. That is our conclusion, but it's open. So I end up here. You have all this information in our website. There is a survey in our website. It would be really nice that all of you that are involved in CPSs and understand what CPSs are can come into our webpage and give us your feedback. Tell us if you agree with this ranking exercise, and if you don't, tell us why. You can contact us, you can log in, and we will be happy to have your comments on all this, okay? And this is it. Thank you very much.
Thank you for giving us some homework.